they were tied to a cross with a rope. But look at this. Jesus was the only one nailed by a nail. But they nailed Jesus to a cross because, watch this, they were afraid that he might pick himself back up again. Well, stop comparing yourself to other people because they are not much of a threat as you are. See, the folk that want to walk around rolling their eyes on the job, talking about we gonna see who gets this, and folk that want to act like they're tough, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I got what it takes. And sometimes you got to learn to shut your mouth and stand still and watch God pick you back up again. Sometimes God will have you under the radar. Sometimes God will have you do the zero factor. In other words, well, you heard what they said about you on Facebook. You heard what's going around. So why are you going? I mean, you ought to say something. Sometimes God wants you. Let the critics talk. Okay, I'm gonna leave you all alone. See, the Romans crucified thousands of people, and the average time it took for someone to die, Pastor, was 7 long hours. But Jesus died. You better move this. Jesus died in 3 hours. What are you telling us this for? Okay, I'll tell you. God said, I'm cutting down the time because it's about over now. They don't run their mouth long enough. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm not going to hurt about this situation no more. Because, come on somebody, I'm about to pick my black self up because weeping, somebody say weeping. Oh, you ain't got to call yourself a preacher to whoop a little bit. Say weeping may endure for a night, but joy, oh, woo. Now, Jesus is dangling on this cross, and a centurion soldier pierces him in the side. Now remember, whenever you're about to bring closure, you're